Well, thank you for joining us on the NBCLA app and NBCLA.com. This is Gil Levis in News Chopper 4 Bravo, along with my pilot, Tim Chisonis. We are heading southbound 710 freeway right now. It's Huntington Park Police Department in pursuit, southbound 710 coming into the Long Beach area. And you can see a pickup truck being chased by the police. We're not sure what their want was on this suspect, but they tried to pull this car over and the suspect hit the gas and took off on them. You can see it's this dark color pickup truck now crossing the 405 freeway, and he's going to continue down into the Long Beach Harbor if he continues on the freeway here. Speeds of about 70, 75 miles an hour, and I'm going to come out to a wide shot so you can see how many units are in this chase. It looks like 4 units for sure, and they have called for the CHP to at least be notified of this pursuit. We have not heard them taking this over, but so far it's Huntington Park Police in pursuit of this vehicle. They have a helicopter overhead with the night sunlight that is assisting in the pursuit. But if the driver does not get off here on the next couple off-ramps, he's going to end up in that Long Beach Harbor area, and we'll see which way he goes. He's hitting his brakes right now. See if he's thinking about maybe getting off on one of the streets here. Slowing down here, but it's actually traffic. Let's see, he looks like he's going to go on the shoulder there. Let's see, he's going to try to pass this vehicle. That vehicle going slow, but he's going to be exiting here on, trying to listen to the airships overhead. He's kind of blocked in on this off-ramp. We'll see what he does when he gets to the end of the off-ramp. We don't know if it's a male driver or female driver, but at this point, that driver in front of him is pulling over. He's got to swing right around that driver, and now he's going to come to that stop sign. This is Willow exit going westbound on Willow. There's the night sun of that police helicopter. News Chopper 4 Bravo, the only news helicopter over this pursuit right now as he continues westbound away from the 710 freeway. Continuing to not yield to officers. Westbound Willow. Traffic is kind of light out here, and the speed is about 35 miles an hour. Coming up to a signal, you see him, he's hitting the brakes here. Got a red light. He goes right through the red light and might be pulling over. Let's see what happens. He might be turning in there. No. He did play a little cat and mouse earlier in this pursuit with the officers near the 5 freeway when he decided to try to pull over, but then took off on him like he just did there. So here he is, hard on the gas pedal this time, picking up about 50 miles an hour, they're calling it. Running red lights here, no worries about running red lights. Fortunately, the traffic is light right now on Willow. Now we're entering the city of Carson. You can see that pickup truck there. It looks like the bed is empty. It's unknown if it's just the driver or if there's additional people inside the vehicle. 45 miles an hour. He's hitting the brakes again. We'll see if he runs another red light. There, it's a green light right through that one. Now it's Willow turns into Sepulveda here, Sepulveda westbound. Now it's likely the Huntington Park Police Department will ask for assistance from the Sheriff's Department as they come through the Carson area, but definitely the airship overhead is assisting with them. 4 units at least in pursuit. As they come out to a wider shot, you can see we're going through a very heavily industrial area right now through some oil fields. Coming up to Wilmington, speeds they're calling at about 60 miles an hour. Hey Tim, let's catch up to the window so we can look in the driver's window. That's through Wilmington, a red light once again. We're going to try to take a peek inside the driver's window to see what we can see. Come out a little bit wider shot to see if we can We're a little steep on it, so we pull off a little bit, just a little bit. Coming up to a red light, he's coming on hard on the brakes here. He's stopping at this intersection. Not sure why, but now he's back through. That's good that he stopped. There's a look at the driver now. We're getting a look. It might be a female that's driving this pickup truck. I see some long hair, white shirt. And a lot of movement there with their hands off the steering wheel. Sepulveda just past Main Street, and then continuing here at about speeds of about 50 miles an hour. The driver appears to be a female. Again, we don't know what the want initially was on this vehicle when the Huntington Park Police tried to pull it over on surface streets in their city. This pursuit approaching Figueroa. There's the intersection there. And now look at this. Oh, got traffic up ahead. She's hard on the brakes. And this is an opportunity for this driver to just stop and give up. You see the officers with their spotlight trying to put it on. And look at this. She's going to squeeze right by that vehicle. Oh, right through that traffic, weaving in and out, through the red light, by a bus. And there's the 110 freeway, gonna go under that, continue on. Let's see if there's an opportunity for a freeway. There it is, and she's gonna blow right by it. Now I'm saying she because it looked like a female. It could still be a male, but it's unclear. We're hearing conflicting reports whether it's a female or a male. News Chopper 4 Bravo, we are exclusive on this police chase as we are in the West Compton, or Carson area, I should say. Approaching Normandy, here we go. Weaving in and out of traffic. We saw her or him do this before, right through Normandy now and continuing on westbound on Sepulveda. Fortunately, again, traffic light out here on Sepulveda. Trying to get a look up ahead to see what traffic's like, and it is still rather light, but this driver's going to have a couple of heavy intersections coming up. Approaching Western Avenue, this will be coming through the city of LA, a finger that comes through the 110 freeway down into the harbor. Another red light right through that one. Fortunately, people saw that night sunlight lighting up the intersection and keeping them from driving into this person. Now we've entered the city of Torrance. No sign of this driver giving up. Plenty of opportunities to do so, but this driver's saying, no way, look at this. He's coming up to some more traffic, trying to decide what to do. Weaving in and out of traffic. At one point, we did hear the driver went on the wrong side of the road. That was just before we started our broadcast. There's the night sunlight shining hard on the driver. I can hear now the California Highway Patrol once again notifying their units that there is this pursuit going on down in the harbor area, Torrance now. Approaching Crenshaw. Right through that intersection, another red light. So I'm listening to see if the California Highway Patrol, at this point, likely will not get involved unless the driver decides to jump on one of the freeways. But they are aware of it. They were notified earlier in the pursuit. Units behind this vehicle are calling this vehicle driving 80 miles an hour. Right through, that one just turned green, but that was Maple. Approaching Mardona through Torrance. On Sepulveda. We'll see if the Torrance Police Department will get involved and assist in this pursuit. Although they're driving at such a high rate of speed, it's likely that they'll soon be out of the Torrance area. We'll see which way this driver goes. He's running out of territory. Got the ocean up ahead, and now he's going to make a decision here if he's going to go north or south, going into that turn pocket, pushing that car up ahead of it. And nope, he's going to continue west. That's Crenshaw Boulevard, and you see the officers from Huntington Park right on their tail. Night sunlight coming on yet again. It appeared to be a sheriff's helicopter assisting in this pursuit as the driver continues on the way towards, well, basically towards the ocean at this point. And right through another intersection right there. That's Anza, got a green light there. Let's come in tight again. It might be that the Huntington Park Police Department is asking for assistance of the California Highway Patrol, even though they're not on the freeway systems. They may be asking for the CHP to intervene here. We'll see what happens if that occurs, but for now, they're sticking with it, and it's likely that Torrance Police Department will be at least assisting with intersections and controlling this pursuit, keeping people from crashing into this person, or this person crashing into them. Car's pulled over there, and he's continuing on Sepulveda. It's Camino Real now. And now out of Torrance, now Redondo Beach area, and hard on the brakes there a little bit. Coming up, let's see what they have. And here we go, a signal, green light, and stop. So this might be the end of it. We'll see where they're setting up to make a felony traffic stop on the vehicle. We'll see if the driver complies. And the driver, no, look at that, goodbye. He takes off. This might be an opportunity to do a pit maneuver, although it's unclear if these units are pit qualified. We'll see what happens, but as Redondo Beach officers are being notified of this pursuit, Huntington Park is the lead agency on this. Coming up to Juanita, through Juanita, we got a little kick up of exhaust or dirt there, I don't know, or maybe the tires are smoking a little bit. Through stop signs, through red lights. Traffic light, you can see cars pulling over when they see that night sunlight, light them up. Lights behind him, lights and sirens coming up behind him, and then he comes right through this intersection, a busy intersection here, and makes that left turn. Westbound on Torrance Boulevard. Keep it flat, keep it flat. Westbound Torrance approaching PCH in Redondo Beach. You have the eyes on the pursuit? You're settling? Just turn northbound.
It's at 5 o'clock.
This is Broadway, northbound on Broadway from Torrance. Look how narrow the streets, one way in each direction, a lot of parked cars out here. Nice night out. It looks like the driver threw something out right there at that intersection. And now I'm hearing that it sounds like the California Highway Patrol has joined in. Right through stop signs, continuing, not at a fast rate of speed. That's good because this is a very narrow street coming out onto another one. Divided street, which is good. Now he's going to continue and still refusing to yield, refusing to pull over. Northbound on Catalina, the driver refusing to yield here in this. I'm hearing now that the California Highway Patrol might be in the mix on this. We'll try to get a look at that as soon as we get alongside the car, but you see him just kind of winding his way through here. He goes hard on the brakes again, might make a U-turn. Let's see what happens. Undercover unit there, unmarked car, I should say. And it's going to make that U-turn, and now he's going to, well, maybe this driver is going to stop here, knowing the area, maybe likely going to bail out at some point. But let's see if that car is setting up to do a pit maneuver, maybe. We'll see, but that unmarked vehicle, lights and sirens right behind him. Yes. We're going to get on the driver's side here momentarily. Back down southbound Catalina. Made that U-turn and now is going to continue now southbound down the coast. Back in the direction the driver came from. And now I'm hearing, yes, that California Highway Patrol is in the mix. Approaching Cardillion on the Catalina. I'll come out to a wide shot so you can see just where we are at. There's the ocean there, the harbor. A large group of officers in this pursuit, airship overhead. And a stubborn driver saying, no way, I'm not going to stop and I'm going to do whatever I want. Coming up to Torrance Boulevard again. So we'll see if the driver reverses course and makes the turn on Torrance. Nope. Right through Torrance and is going to continue southbound on Catalina. And now a motor officer there taking the lead momentarily. Now that motor backing off, giving a lot of distance there and then now picking it back up. Southbound Catalina passing Knob Street. Still in the city of Redondo Beach. All right, so we're hearing now that the California Highway Patrol is asking Huntington Park Police Department to back out. They're going to take over the chase. Now they will likely stay in the pursuit as a secondary unit or arresting unit once this pursuit comes to an end. Okay, just keep it out your side. Here comes the CHP unit, black and white coming right behind, making a left turn now. Let's see, nope, just going through that intersection, continuing on to Catalina. Very busy area right here in the Redondo Beach district, as you see them just blowing through stop sign after stop sign. A lot of shops and restaurants down there, and this vehicle coming through this intersection here. This is Palos Verde, or Palos Verde Drive. Made a right turn on it, and now is going to continue. This definitely changes this pursuit because the CHP definitely pit qualified and will be willing and able to do that whenever it is an advantage to them to do so. But now we're coming into the Palos Verdes Estates area, and he's going to continue here on Palos Verdes Boulevard. Here goes the pit. They're calling for the pit maneuver. Let's see what happens. Tim, we got to get a little over it. Make sure we don't lose it there. You see it? You see it? Here we go. We might see that pit maneuver any second now. It's a good spot because there's not a lot of traffic. Here we go, going on this bend. We'll see if they do it right after this bend. You got it. Here it goes. Here comes the pit. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Nope, the car slows almost to a stop. Looking to set up to make a left-hand turn now, maybe. Let's see. Wanting to do it. You see that CHP officer just itching to do that pit maneuver. Here it comes. Here comes the pit. It looks like it's in a parking lot, and they're going to drag it. Nice job by that CHP officer to spin that vehicle out of control there, losing the back bumper, it looks like. And now motor officer there right out the passenger side. Officers with their guns drawn. Let's see if that driver comes out or decides not to, but certainly it's an opportunity for this driver to give it up as they have at least 3 officers there with their guns drawn. No, no, look at this. Taken off. Cat and mouse for sure. A successful pit maneuver. Thought the vehicle was disabled, but it wasn't. He or she got it started again, back out onto Palos Verdes Drive Boulevard, and now continuing northbound. It's going to go right under us, Tim. Keep it flat. Don't go too far away from it. Make the turn. Make the turn. 7 o'clock. Keep it flat. We're going too far away from it. Going too far away from it. Make a left. Make a left. Make a left. Not right. Left. All right. All right. That's good. Now it's going to be on your side. On your side. Right under us. There. Don't turn. Don't turn. Don't turn. There you go. You got it out your side? Northbound Palos Verdes Drive West, I believe this is. Setting up for another pit. Let's see if it happens, but it's a very narrow street here. We got a residential area with a lot of parked cars on the street. A lot of tall trees there, and we'll see what happens if this CHP officer decides to do another pit maneuver. Looked like it was successful. Car was stopped for a while, and somehow that driver got it started. Now they're saying it might be a male driver. Approaching Via Del Monte. Still in the Palos Verdes Estates area. We'll see what happens here. Stoplight, going straight, no. And continuing through that stop sign. A little wider area here. Let's see if they do the pit. Here goes the officer setting up. Oh, they're gonna switch places, and it might have been an opportunity right there, but look at the narrow street. Driver going almost on the wrong side of the road. They're thinking about it. Palos Verdes Drive North that we're on right now. Here comes the pit. Maybe setting up for it. Looking at it. No. Officer decides, nope, let's not do it now. Might do it now, though. Approaching Hawthorne Boulevard. We'll see a driver on the brakes, going around a stopped vehicle there, and continuing. So that CHP trying to get into position for a pit, might do it, and then he runs into an island. So that's what the officer's up against there. You see a good example there of them trying to get into position, like here, and then having to go over because of either traffic. Oh no, he just crashed into a parked car. How does that happen? He's going to continue to go, and now he's going to pit him right here. This is hopefully it, but oh man, that's a terrible situation for that driver that was stopped at the red light. The car dragging. We're going to slide to the right to get around that tree. Make sure no one's out that side. They're going to block him in. Felony stop in progress, guns drawn. This looks like it's it. The truck is smoking in the front. Hit that vehicle that was stopped there at that intersection. They're calling for medics to come in. Hold here. It's out my side. And if you want, breaking out the glass of the passenger side. Now they're going to move in and try to get this driver out of the vehicle. The driver not complying. One officer going around to the other side, going to try to open that door. It's locked. And here they go. They're going to break out the window now, the driver's side. Passenger door open. And they're going to drag the driver out of the passenger side. This is going to be over here. It looks like just the driver in the vehicle. Driver out and being handcuffed. So Palo Verde and Hawthorne is where this ended up, in a crash. An innocent driver being rear-ended. And now CHP rushing to assist that driver as the suspect here is taken into custody.
Oh no! We have a suspect running. Oh, this is gonna be close.
To watch more heart-stopping car chases happening across Southern California, subscribe here. Thanks for watching. The Chase is on.